Ooh, baby. Oh, I can't believe it. It's the biggest sports topic. It's been talked about not just on this show. So we're not just pulling something out and talking about stuff that we pay attention to. This is major news. Jon Stewart talked about it on the Daily Show. Pat McAfee was talking about it on his show. Obviously, he's got a WWE tie as one of the announcers, but damn, Saturday night is all right. Triple H, hats off to you. I mean, you did what Vince never had the balls to do, and it's probably going to go down as, I think they were saying, the biggest moment of the 21st century on the broadcast in WWE history. There's a very good case to make that it's the biggest moment in WWE history. And you can say WWE history. I know that they absorbed WCW. That's the only other turn. Like, I was shocked at the Seth Rollins turn. But one of those guys had to turn on the other two to get that group away. Like, they weren't going to stick together all their time on the main roster as the Shield. And I know, like, this one goes back to the Hogan bash at the beach where nobody knew who the surprise partner was going to be. And then it's revealed as Hogan. And everybody is just shocked because this is the guy that sat there for 25 years and told you to say your prayers, eat your vitamins, brother, and you know exactly what we're going to do. It's the same thing. This is our Hogan. This is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He's been the top guy for so long. I have elementary school Halloween costumes. I dressed up as Dr. Thugonomics. I had the Fruity Pebbles t-shirts. I have sitting in my classroom as we speak a stuffed John Cena. I have one of the big old medallions that they used to sell at the merch stands when Nico and I went to one of the old Raw shows that were in Denver. I am John Cena through and through. So guess what? I'm sticking with it. Like, I get the whole, if you're a kid, if you're one of the millions of people that he's made very happy and seen, this doesn't take away from that moment. This is where, like, you have to understand that wrestling, as much as we love it, it's a soap opera. In a soap opera, they fall down the elevator shaft, they get their brain put into a new person, and everybody just thinks, oh yeah, that makes total sense. This is a similar situation. Like, this is not the John Cena. Like, this is a character, and I'm excited to see what he does with this character because it was hustle, loyalty, respect. It was weird. Like, obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say that I called the heel turn, but watching that moment where Rollins stomps Punk, it took away. Like, I had to go back and watch the replay to see the whole interaction between Rollins and Punk. But seeing John Cena have the look of surprise, and he did, like, it was subtle and it was quick, but he had almost like the same look that Edge used to get on his face when Big Show would come out and chokeslam the guy that he was losing to for the title and just jump on top of him for a pin. Like, Punk was out, and then he put the STF on him and he goes out completely and wins the Elimination Chamber, and it's already sitting there like, that wasn't really, like, that was kind of underhanded. I love it, and I wanted to see you win. Still isn't a singles win. We're still searching for one of those. But it was a moment where I was like, yes, John Cena broke through. And then the two, I still don't know what the two is. I guess we'll probably have that conversation on the show. I don't know if Nico knows any more than me. He had the three up walking out of the ramp. And then there's obviously, like, now Raw is interesting every week. SmackDown's going to be interesting every week. Seeing where all of these stories go. This is one of the best times that I can remember being a WWE fan. And the fact that we have this show now, you guys are going to enjoy. If you don't watch WWE, maybe you'll start checking it out because, as we said, this is kind of a sports dead period unless you really like end of season college basketball right before the conference tournament, and there's nothing going on in wrestling. No football yet. UFL doesn't start for another couple weeks. This is the time. WrestleMania is coming up. You already have a Peacock subscription to watch The Office and to watch Yellowstone, so tune in to some live events. If you have a Netflix account, tune in to some Raw. This is cinema. And it's storytelling, and it takes your mind off of things. It's one thing to take your mind out of every negative thing that's going on in your life. Episode 221 of the Far End of the Bench podcast. I'm Jimmy Pilato, and Nico will be back right after the intro.